Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We somehow managed to get at least on the same day. I'm not sure, but, the same time is a little off, but whatever. Uh, yeah, we're here for episode 2 of, I guess we're calling it the Kraken Arcade podcast. Maybe we can come up with something more clever in the future, but at least we're not fucking podcast name pending. So, this week, Snavel is still here, joined by Char System and Raven. You guys can say hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
And probably Char walked away again because
No, I
he's.
was doing you were like, oh, we gotta change that title. It's
Well,
it's
I when I asked that like 15 minutes ago, I figured you were gonna do it, but whatever. So
I
we
did do
had
it.
we had this set up for 5 people because we thought Dave was gonna be here, and he didn't. So I guess we just put X's on tacos, and we called that good enough. Um, all right. So I guess let's kick off on the very obvious first topic. Yay, name change. We're no longer Weeb Trash Community System. How you feel
Yeah,
about that? Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
You're just happy about that? Oh boy, so good to have this be a thing.
Aren't tentacles just weeb shit too?
Is
Well,
it inherently weeb, or is it just?
I mean,
I
it
mean,
can be weeb.
or where like I guess octopus and like squids and shit were they around before weebs? I guess you have to really look at it that way.
It's
Or
like
is
a
it
chicken
just
and
eh,
like,
egg kind of thing.
or is it
Weeb
just or is it
first,
just
or
like
octopuses first.
or is it
Really,
just like when a
really?
like brand takes over the name for something, or like I'm trying to think of a good example, like EpiPen, right? Like those are like like allergenic needles or whatever, hypothermic needles or whatever.
Where exactly are you going with
huh?
this?
No, I'm just saying, like, anime makes tentacles like anime now, right? That was your point. I was just saying, like, when like a popular brand thing
Sure. Yeah.
becomes the
Okay.
name for everything. Whatever. Very interesting conversation. Somebody kick it off to something else because I'm trying to keep conversation going and it just feels like I'm just talking to myself.
Okay. I've got a question for you guys. What is the difference between action figures and dolls? Oh god.
Action figures and dolls.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna Google this while you guys conversate. So I was gonna see if there's bigger answers on the internet.
What are you
There.
talking about? That's something you'd say. What? Get out of here. Why, Sam? You never owned action figures?
Oh,
No, Snap was a
fucking
doll's kid.
yeah! I was a dolls kind of
Oh,
person. No, I definitely had action figures, but I don't like. It wasn't a significant enough part of my childhood where I remember them. I know I had like like your generic like GI Joes. What were the fucking Rescue Rangers? Yeah. Um.
what's a rescue ranger?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it was a very like 6 month fad thing when I was like 4 or something. That was cool at the time. I don't know. I think they even had movies. Rescue Rangers. No, not Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. Talking about the other one. Yeah. Uh, like
Just on the side note, are we gonna explain the two red X's on the?
well, I think I explained that initially when I said like Dave wasn't here, but we initially planned for him to be, and we can't wait an eternity for him. So,
So is it like? Are you trying to say something by only making one taco dead and not both of them?
well, I mean, he's still here in spirit, right?
Ah, I see. So you killed the physical manifestation, but not the
We kept
spiritual.
him.
No, that's an actual picture of Dave. That's his
Yeah.
friend next to him.
Oh, it's a family photo.
Yeah.
Damn.
I guess I don't know. Is action figure, but like to answer the question because no one ever did. Is action figure just like supposed to be a boy like toy, or in dolls or for girls? Is
Yeah,
that
I would say it's all how they're marketed. One's marketed. I had both when I was a kid, but I feel like guys didn't really have both. They just had
Yeah,
action figures.
I only had like Batman and Power Rangers action figures. I didn't really have like dolls because
Yeah.
they were all
Barbies when I was growing up, and
Barbies are gross. Bratz dolls, or where was that?
see, my sister had Bratz, and I can tell you right now, that is not where.
Sasha is the best Bratz doll.
Sasha's the best brat.
Fucking
I
here
don't.
comes Brittany walking around in her Bratz uniform.
Nikki is in outrage. I don't know about what, but she just all caps said, "What, Raven? No."
No, you're right. Yasmin is the best Bratz doll. Sasha is alright.
I'm sorry, you're
but
pronouncing
Yasmin
that
is the
incorrectly.
best.
It's Jasmine.
No, it's Yasmin.
That's
So I'm,
that's-
I'm actually here with Char. Legos were the best childhood toy.
I would also be here with
And I'm
Char.
not talking
if
like
we talk
the
about it.
bootleg though. The bootleg ones are just. I'm
No.
talking like the actual brand Legos.
Yeah, those were like the prime times because I had like so many Star Wars Legos.
All you two, man. I got like a whole closet full of them. And funny thing is, actually, Dave admitted to me he also had a whole closet full of them too.
Well, I mean, I don't have Legos anymore because long since
Oh,
lived with my
I'm
parents. and,
married.
I'm married. I'm adult.
I'm
Yeah.
a big guy now.
Oh, he said Brat scared her as a child. Okay, I was wondering where that was going. I thought she was gonna have like a debate as to best Brat, but no, they were just terrified. They were just terrifying.
My parents were too cheap to get me Legos, so I got those like slightly larger
The
Legos.
fucking play
that were-
blocks.
Yeah, they were really fucking
I
lame.
forgot what they're. No, they're called. Shit, I can't remember what they're called, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
They were the worst. So I just go to my friends who had Legos, and he had like all the cool Lego stuff, and
Mega
I would
Blocks.
just play.
Mega Block.
Yeah,
That's
Mega
what
Block.
we're talking about.
Those were the worst. I hated them.
I just googled off-brand Legos. There's like an entire Wikipedia
had-
page dedicated to it.
I had a collection of Mega Blocks and Legos, mixed together, and I just used them interchangeably, which they don't really work too well.
Yeah, because they don't like
Like that.
connect, but
But I tried, dude. Trust me. I always had like a bin of just assorted Legos. I never had sets. I'd never like you guys say.
oh,
you
like
had
no,
Star
I had
Wars
I had
Legos. Fuck that. I did not have that.
so I had like standard just like Legos like that too, and I would get like the here's like 6 Ewoks and an AT-AT, like, and you can assemble them, but then like they'd always end
Why
up
would
disassembled, and
Get an Ewok.
I
If
don't
the
know,
Ewoks
dude.
aren't in hot though.
I don't get. It's an example.
You mean ATST?
I don't listen, dude. I haven't played with Legos, nor do I remember what sets came with them. I know there are people that are like super hardcore with it, even like far into adulthood. But yeah, it's been a long time, so I don't know. I was just throwing a random example. I didn't say whether or not it was accurate. But
Things
yeah,
I did
no,
have.
but like more of the story, like I had this big ass like red plastic bin, and they would all just get fucking chucked in there, and everything would get all mixed up. So
Was that red plastic bin shaped like a giant Lego?
no, it was just a
Okay,
red, big
because
giant red
I
plastic
had a
bin.
red plastic bin. Shit was shaped like a Lego. It was the best.
Don't worry, Snav, you're not alone. I have a plastic bin full of Legos too.
Yeah,
I would just chuck the extra pieces in
I-
there, whatever is left.
I think I think my parents might still have it, just like sitting in the attic in my room, but old room, but I don't know. Could like
One
dig
thing
through that.
I had that I doubt you guys had, there was a series of Legos where it was giant robots that had bendable like joints. And
Oh shit, are you talking about those they're like twice the size of the little minifigures? I think they were called Bionicles?
No, I had Bionicles, but I'm talking about it's you build a robot out of regular Legos, and then a minifig could fit in the headpiece and pilot it.
Pacific Rim Legos? Like
Yeah, it was like Pacific Rim, but like I had one that was shaped like a knight, like a actual like knight in armor knight.
I don't know any of those.
I no, I don't know.
I
what you're talking
remember
about.
I got the bootleg Legos, the little military dudes. They look like the little US tanks and all that. I forgot what they're called. They're made by a specific company, and they were like the
Or are you
worst
talking
type
about
of-
Playmobil?
Yeah, there you go. And they like make those shitty Legos that like look like a terrible. Ugh, I don't even want to talk about it.
Don't even talk dark past. I guess on a somewhat related note to the Lego thing, or Legos and just old toys or whatever. Well, I guess one of those regrets I always had is I had a pretty large box of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I threw them out one day, and I don't, and I know a lot of those things are like worth a pretty decent amount now.
No, they aren't.
Specific
No, they
thing.
aren't, dude.
Well, if I like tried to
No, I
eBay
still
some
have
shit,
my Pokemon cards, like all of them from the beginning. I've looked through them multiple times. None of that is worth anything.
I guess I'm certain things. There's certain things. Like I think I had a legit Yu-Gi-Oh God card. But oh god. Yeah.
I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, and I would have like Japanese cards,
Yeah.
and I would just be like, "Yeah, this one says it does this" to my friends, and they would just listen to me.
Oh god.
So like, there was one card I was like, "Yeah, this one. I saw it on the TV show. It does this. It it makes it so I can take your monster, and then it just has those attack points on it now." Like, kids were pissed off that I would play with Japanese cards, but we were all so young and stupid that we were just like, it must be how it is.
I mean, I used to play Pokemon cards, and I convinced this kid that my uncle worked for Nintendo and that I could make my own cards. So, kids believed anything,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, you could just say anything, kids would believe you, but it's whatever.
Oh man, Connects is old, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does that brand even
Yeah.
exist?
I couldn't tell you. I've been out of the toy game for a long time,
Yes.
actually.
Oh no, they're still
Yeah.
active. My bad, they're
I
still
think-
active.
I think Connects is an offshoot of Lego, isn't it?
No, they're like a weird like I don't know what to tell you, man. It's like
Well,
not
no,
Lego, but it's more
like hexagons that attach to each
yeah.
other. Like, I know that, but like, isn't it developed by the same people who make Lego? Just like
Uh,
Bionicle.
no, Knights is their own brand. Yeah, no, K'Nex is their own brand, but Lego does make Bionicle, but Lego and K'Nex are two different brands.
I know you're right, system. I had to look it up on like eBay, but I found like here's 500 Pokemon cards for $60. Granted, that's like $60 I could have spent on like a game or something, but still.
Yeah. No,
That's-
like,
There's so many cards.
I don't know. I have the Pokemon cards, and I have them sorted into a binder, and I also have like a cigar box full of Pokemon cards as well. But I just
Mhm.
honestly, if my house burnt down, I would not save them.
No, yeah, no, I'm not saying it's like a valuable like heirloom or anything. I remember there being a time where I heard that like people were selling them for like a decent amount. I guess that time's long past because people realized, oh, they're just fucking pieces of like card stock.
I just imagine System's house burning, and he's just like, gotta go back for the Pokemon cards.
Gotta get my shiny Charizard.
The house entirely burns down.
I'll
the
put it
fire
on general
department-
chat, but like a dude is selling all of those cards. Oh no, not that eBay link. I don't want the eBay link. Where's my fucking
Yo,
gas?
the entire
whatever.
house is just charred, and it's like they're looking through the remains. They only find System's burned body, and in his hand is in mint condition the Charizard card.
Yeah. Just yeah, no, somebody is selling that picture I linked on eBay, all those for like $60.
Jeez, that's so many cards.
I know. Maybe it's like
That's
just
way
out of
more.
that's probably just out of proportion or something. And like I don't know. Like that's the picture that came with the eBay ad. It's just like I'm selling this bid for $60. Whatever. I guess if you wanted to do like some I don't know what you would do with all those, honestly. But I mean, hey, I guess that era has passed where cards are worth anything.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Is it
the only people
Yu-Gi-Oh still
playing cards like
expensive?
that,
Yeah.
the only people playing cards like that are like only really hardcore kids, like
Hardcore
super
kids.
into it. Hardcore kids,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, Magic the Gathering is still popular.
Yeah. Yeah,
When I
no,
went
I
to
know.
PAX,
Magic's
they
a
had a
different
whole
beast,
thing
though.
though. What do you mean it's a
Like-
different beast? It's cards.
But it's been going on for like such a long time, and like it's got the I don't know, the people who are into Magic are like far too into Magic.
Yeah. It's like everybody I know, like you probably don't even know anyone who plays like the actual 40K tabletop game, but I have a bunch of friends who play it and they're like super into it, and it's probably the same thing with Magic. From like the friends I remember who have Magic, they're just like way deep into it, just because it's like a culture around playing Magic the Gathering, and I think that's part like the main part more than playing the game itself, I think. Whereas I know dudes who have like a shitload of those 40K figures just for like playing the game, and those cost so much money.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, and there's so many out of all of the different card games I know, there are so many more cards in Magic the Gathering. Like, there's just so much to keep up with. I know Yu-Gi-Oh is getting a lot of cards in the past like 5 years. I'm pretty sure they added like a good 1,000 or more cards to the game, but
Oh, I'm sure.
Probably
I think the
more.
Yu-Gi-Oh is the Yu-Gi-Oh series still playing?
like the television show,
Yeah.
I'm sure of it, but I just mean like the cards, because the cards and the show are clearly different from each other. But like they just keep adding stuff. But like Magic has been adding stuff for the last like 30 years. Because it's developed by Wizard, I'm pretty sure, who's the same company that's done D&D.
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah. I'm almost
Yeah.
certain that they do Magic, but I'm not
Yeah.
100% sure because I do not play.
Looks like the last time Yu-Gi-Oh was playing on air with new episodes was 2017. With Yu-Gi-Oh Arc 5.
Well, you know how much I love Arc 5.
Yeah, it was apparently it lasted 3 years, so yeah, but whatever.
Speaking
I
of
do.
anime, is it
It's-
not just disgusting cartoons for disgusting old men?
Okay.
Speaking of disgusting grown men, don't be one with Harry's shape club.
Oh man.
Oh man, I can't wait till we're
I
sponsored.
really want a sponsor,
J-
but we don't have one.
If it's we're never gonna get
I just
fucking
want to be sponsored so I can do smooth transitions like
do
that.
dumb segues on podcasts. Yeah.
Anyone's gonna hear that segue and just be like, "Wow, no."
Whatever. So, I guess next topic of discussion. I don't know who wrote alcohol versus hot sauce down, but does anybody want to explain that?
Oh, I actually wrote that down because I wanted to ask you guys, like, because we are going to be doing like drunk gaming. Would you guys rather do alcohol or hot sauce?
Why would you call it drunk gaming and we'd use hot sauce?
I mean, we can change the name if it comes down to it. It's just as of right now.
What
Hot
would we
gaming?
call it? Just hot game?
Hot gaming.
hot game,
Spicy gaming.
spicy. Oh god.
Yeah, there you go.
Starting
gaming.
starting creative brainstorming on the podcast.
But what would the hot sauce add to the gaming?
A
What would
certain
the
level of
alcohol
spiciness?
add to the gaming?
Well,
Better
alcohol puts you
commentary.
in a completely different state of mind, where hot sauce is just hot for your
Have you ever
mouth.
had hot sauce like a lot at once? It definitely puts you in a different state of mind.
Yeah.
It
And they
puts
kind
you
of
in a
like
more just like that's like fucking like I can't focus kind of thing because it's just burning my my insides. Or at least, alcohol, it just makes people slowly descend into, like, incoherence until
Madness.
finally you're just like,
But
somebody
at
has
the point of
until, like,
at the
finally,
point
like,
of
Ray has to walk
playing
in the
with
room and stop the stream because I've, like, fallen asleep or something.
at the point of playing with hot sauce, why don't we just do like hot peppers instead?
Hot peppers? Just eating hot
Like,
peppers?
yeah, we eat like a habanero and then we start playing games.
Oh. You eat a
Like,
habanero
the
pepper and
guys-
you can't
That's-
take and drink
you
anything until
understand?
you finish the race in Mario Kart.
That's
Oh,
gonna
that
be
would
like
be
the
so
worst
rough.
though.
Those are like I don't know how like I don't know how like well that would get I don't like on repeat. Like I don't know if you could like make an actual series about that. Like how often could you watch a dude eat a pepper and then try to do something and then like I'm
I feel
sure
like-
we could definitely do it. I'm not saying we can't torment ourselves. I'm just saying
Well, the problem comes that if we do something like that, I don't drink, so that we need to find a weird alternative for me.
Well, if you want to be a part of it, you better start drinking.
you better become
But
an
I don't
alcoholic.
drink. You better kill your liver.
Well, then you better get good at pretending that you're drunk.
I mean,
Where does your
don't
not
I
drinking
already?
come from? Is it your religion?
No,
You
You
just
straight
didn't drink.
edge?
I think you just didn't drink because he's straight edge.
I don't know what that is, but no.
That just means you just don't like want
I
to partake
don't
in
really get-
things like that.
Yeah. I drink very lightly. I don't really get drunk, but that's mostly because I had my gallbladder removed and
Ah.
have a family history of liver problems. So I don't want to kill myself
Mm.
slowly.
That's understandable. I don't get super wasted anymore, particularly for the story I told
Anymore.
last week.
I'm sure everybody here would love to hear about that story, Stan.
No, I said last week. I told it on the podcast
wait.
last week.
My bad. And also everyone here.
It was like a
knows
very
about it.
quiet
Never
that was like a very quiet like 15 minutes of me telling a story about all of my adventures. That's the one where I met DJ Khaled, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we didn't believe you. Yeah, good time.
I have like pictures of me breaking into like VIP parties and stuff too. Like
When are we gonna get these leaked photos?
I it's not like they're private or anything. I just have to like actually upload them somewhere.
But also, Char, you don't have to get drunk every single day to play games with us. You know that, right?
This is
You
yeah, I
can
mean
drink. You can drink just once. We can do it once a month.
I'd be good with once a month.
I will
I'd be good with
consider
once a
it.
week.
Consider it. But I'm probably not gonna just like jump into it and be like, oh man, 50 Heinekens out cold. More like
I mean, there's more efficient ways to get drunk.
you could
Yeah,
I mean
we're gonna
if you don't
buy-
drink
buy some whiskey,
oh man,
and
are
you
we
get
cla-
you take a shot every time you die or something.
just think about it, Char. One day if you're like ever an alcoholic, we'll have it all on camera. Like the whole descent into to your
yeah, and so will you.
Yeah.
And oh boy, if you won't go crazy with it,
Oh man, Char gets
Charge gets
Char-
Myth 5
Char gets
drunk
Char-
edition.
Char gets drunk.
God.
And it's just a video over the course of like years of just just watching this person. You start growing your homeless beard out, and you start wearing
The
hats.
first
ball
clip
caps.
is just me like throwing a chair and being like, I'm not drunk. You better not be filming Char gets drunk videos. And then Char gets drunk.
Yeah, that's fine. We can definitely. I'm down. I don't care. We can drink and play video games, whatever. Anyway, I think that covers. Oh well, we need like so. You said you would consider, but like, in the meantime, the alternative was you were just gonna like go for spicy things, hot things.
See, I had intended that, but then John was like, let's go to the highest level of peppers.
Like Carolina Reaper. I feel like they keep
Yeah.
like synthesizing in labs hotter things just to fucking torment people. I thought Carolina Reaper
No,
was,
the new
but
one is called like Pepper X.
Yeah, Snap, she's not cleaning up if you puke.
oh Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I'll get it in the morning, I guess. I don't know.
That or Sigmar will look it up.
Ew. Oh, I have a fun short story about dog throw up.
Dog throw up.
I was at a friend's house for the first time, and he was babysitting his family's dog, so he had 7 dogs at one time. And they were all busy, like, cooking dinner and in the room, and I was just standing there awkwardly, and I saw one dog throw up on the floor, walk away, and then another dog just come by and scoop it up with his tongue and keep walking.
No. Oh, that's so gross. That
Yeah.
reminds me of one time I was walking into an ex-girlfriend's house. We were together at the time, but the second we opened the door, the dog had been like standing at the door, probably just because it was alone and it wanted to get outside. It threw up on the floor like the second we opened it.
Oh,
Jeez.
it's kind of cute.
It's like one of my dogs, she does not like car rides, and we go on like 8-hour car rides every now and again to like drive up to family and stuff. Yeah, she's not having a fun time. Like we have to put a tarp down in the back seat and shit, and she'll like it's not a fun experience. Like every time we drive, we know it's gonna be miserable with her.
Poor Nori.
Yeah. And then Sigmar just sits there next to her and like looks at her like judgingly, like, "Are you serious? You keep throwing up." Like it's funny. But
back to the peppers.
so you
How
don't
do you think
you
that
don't
would affect you in a way where it would be the same as us drinking?
Well, let's see. I did it once with my family because we have like a card game, and I guess everybody was broke, so they didn't put money in it. Instead, we did hot sauce. I don't remember what hot sauce we used, but by the fourth one, I don't have a high tolerance for it, so I was like crying and screaming, "Please don't make me do it!" And everyone was laughing hysterically.
every website I see keeps saying Carolina Reapers are still the hottest.
No, I'm pretty sure there's one called the Pepper X.
It says
How hot are ghost peppers?
they're like 15th
Ghost
on the
peppers,
list.
Oh.
yeah. They're hotter than habanero, but they're not the hottest pepper.
Oh no, ghost peppers are super hot. Like that.
No, but they're not like the hottest pepper.
It's like 1,000,000 Scoville or whatever, and I think habaneros are like 60,000 or something like that, isn't it?
Wow, really? Is that the difference?
I'll find an actual thing
Yeah,
because
I'm looking
I'm
at it
looking
right
at world
now.
like top 15 hottest peppers, and ghost
Oh,
pepper is
that is not good.
Carolina Reaper is like
2.2 million.
15.
Yeah, 2.2
Oh.
million. No, well, I see Carolina Reaper
Wow.
at like 2.2 million Scoville units or whatever. And then there's an honorable mention for a Dragon's Breath pepper, which is 2.5 million.
See, I once ate a habanero at a Price Chopper, and I didn't pay for it. And it was probably the worst like hour of my life.
A habanero pepper?
Yeah, I don't eat like straight peppers, and I ate this with all the seeds in it.
Ooh. Ooh.
And
Nice.
I was at a Price Chopper with 3 of my friends. They dared me to eat, and I was like, yeah, no problem. What's a pepper, right? I just pop the whole thing into my mouth, rip the stem off, and I start chewing it. And before I realize what's happening, I'm just like crying. And I ended up like stealing a peach and just like eating a peach just to try and get the heat off of my tongue. We ended up leaving Price Chopper and we were walking in the parking lot, and I was like, guys, I need to get something. I need anything. And like I was beet red. I was sweating really, really hard. I don't know. I've never eaten a pepper by itself like that before,
So,
and that was awful.
would you say you could handle like a jalapeno, right? Like that's fine.
Oh yeah, like
'Cause
actual
that's-
spicy stuff
this-
is no problem to me.
this
Just
says-
the straight up pepper was too much.
I mean, like every scale I look at, there's like it's slightly different, but they're roughly all about the same. This one says a jalapeno is between 3 to 8,000 Scoville,
It's pretty low. People
And
think they're really
a-
hot though.
and
Yeah,
a habanero is at 100,000. So I was off. I guess the one I was thinking of was a Thai pepper or something like that. Tabasco sauce
you
is
were
about
thinking
6,000,
about,
60,000.
just a regular chili.
What's that?
I said you were just thinking about a regular chili.
Yeah, like yeah. Like Thai pepper, it says is 50 to 100,000. I guess that's a pretty big range, isn't it? Well, because it has habaneros like 1 to 350. Because I guess you can never like have a consistent heat with them.
I've only ever had habanero peppers paired with mango or something sweet to offset it, and it's very delicious. But
Oh,
I don't know.
habanero is good. You should. I make salsa and I put habanero in it a lot.
I have a mango habanero salsa. It's delicious.
Yeah. But okay, so we talked about peppers a lot, but we still never got to the base thing here. Is Char just gonna eat like peppers? Like I don't understand how his vision for the drinking show goes.
I
Is
was
it like
probably gonna eat like a pepper that wasn't too spicy.
is it like
but
is it like
if I eat it-
punishment? Is it like punishment drinking? Like, oh, you messed
Yeah,
up, now
like-
drink, or is
So-
it like
I was gonna see. If
or
I
are
could
you
find-
just gonna be sitting there like munching on peppers the whole time?
Well, I was gonna be like, probably find a pepper that's hot but not like gonna kill me internally. And if for every shot you guys take, I would eat one of those peppers, which would be my punishment, I guess. If I lost, and yeah.
I may have just not been listening, but what is your aversion to drinking?
So let's say we're playing Mario Kart for some reason. I don't know how we got together and bought a Wii and all that. Let's say I came last and Snav came after me. Snav has to take 2 shots. I have to eat 2 whatever peppers I selected for
That's not
that
the
day.
question I asked.
What's your question?
What is your aversion to drinking again?
Wasn't that it right there?
Yeah, I think he was
No,
on it.
I think I
Aversion,
answered your
why do you
question.
not like to drink? Why? What's wrong with drinking?
Oh, family history stuff and mental scarring. So
It's also very bad for your health.
But it's just so much fun.
I think it's bad, but it's also like if you do it like once, like we're not gonna be doing this like every weekend.
Yeah, that's why I'm okay with
Mostly gonna
once
be
a
like
month. I'm okay
once
with
every-
destroying my liver once a month.
What?
Sorry.
Once a month? I thought we were doing this like once every like 3 or every
Okay,
other
that's
month.
fine too, but like, if we're gonna be drinking, everyone's got to be drinking.
All right, I will try this weekend. I will see what I can do.
This
Not
weekend,
weekend.
like in the next 2 days, or next
Yeah,
weekend?
in the next 2 days.
Oh wow. Okay, so I gotta go.
I wasn't planning
Well,
for this. I
I'm
need
not
to
gonna-
plan for
no,
being
no, I'm
absolutely
not-
shit-faced.
I'm not saying we're gonna do that. Like, I'm not saying we're gonna do that now. Like, hey guys, guess what? Surprise! That's gonna be like, we gotta plan that, and like, System's gotta make one of those cool videos if we're gonna be doing that.
We
Like,
could-
everybody wants to see it. Even Snav's mom wants to see it. You know, she really wanted to know about it.
Yes, I know, Ray. We have like one of every liquor bottle in our house. We have a lot of liquor in our house. I don't drink that much anymore though, so it's like kind of just been sitting there. But I'm prepared. Yeah, I'm good to go. I just can't like it has to be like Friday or Saturday, and I can do it.
Well, Austin, it's most likely just gonna be us. We don't we don't want underage drinkers to be drinking, so no. But
That
it's
depends
just
on
gonna be
that depends
us.
on the state, Cat. You can't say that it's legal to drink.
Yeah, we really haven't talked about this outside of right now, so we don't have.
I think
that
it's just gonna be a video. I don't think. Do you guys want to live stream this? I don't think you
Oh, yeah.
can.
oh yeah.
Can
yeah.
you though?
If we're making fools of ourselves, I don't know actually. I think Twitch isn't.
I don't know
you-
if Twitch gets offended with the whole alcohol limits.
Yeah, if you're like showing yourself drinking it a lot, but if you're just getting drunk while playing a game, I don't think that should be a problem. I know
I
a bunch of people who
Drink beer on
streamed
stream.
drunk.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll
Oh, as
decide
long
this
as,
in good time, I suppose. For now.
Yeah, no, they said you can, just as long as you're not like breaking any laws and it's not doing any self harm. Yeah.
Okay. So they just made me laugh. I like wasn't paying attention to chat, and I just read Cat say Tar's a tight 18-year-old hentai babe.
Okay.
Anyway, let's
Are we-
move on.
talk
I
about,
guess Char's gonna
oh,
eat hot sauce, and
yep,
we're gonna drink.
nope.
That's it.
Are we gonna talk about the next what everybody's been talking about in the stuff we want to talk about section. Raven's opinion on That's So
We
Raven.
already talked about this.
Did
yeah,
we?
yeah, because you asked this like pre-podcast as we were setting up, and
Oh,
then
that's
and we talked about it.
pre-podcast. I thought.
Do you want to
We
you want to have
accident-
the same
Okay.
conversation again, where I made the
Nah,
joke? It's like, oh, Raven, is
because
that so Raven where your name came from, and she got upset, and then
and then okay, yeah,
and so
I
she
got
could
it.
see
I
into the
remember.
future.
I
And
enjoy
then-
that, Sir Raven. I did not enjoy the Corey in the House spin-offs.
Corey in the house.
So
That was a piece of trash.
Did you guys
So-
ever play VR chat? Apparently, somebody had a bottle. It was just a house made up of Corey's face, and inside it was just one giant Corey, and it was Corey in the house.
That's so
It was good
stupid.
times.
I've wanted to try VR chat. Like I have it downloaded. I've just
Yo,
never
Snaps, I
actually.
have it downloaded. I have my new VR
Whoa,
setup ready.
It's
Yo,
you
if
mean you
wanna
have
do
a
it
free
tonight-
game download? Yeah, we can try it tonight, I guess.
Tonight? Yes, let's do it. I'm ready to talk to anime woman in VR chat because that's all it is.
Should I
It's-
become?
And then you go up to the.
That's
Oh,
something
what-
interesting. Like people who like pretty much strictly only stream VR chat. Should I become a VR chat streamer?
Actually, Snap, you want to know a cool statistic?
Hmm.
90% of the anime girls on VR chat, when you talk to them, it's a dude.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Want to
like
know a better
every game.
statistic?
That's like most
Your
games.
statistics wrong is actually 100%.
You see, that would be like normal, but if they are playing in VR, so when they move, you can also see the VR character move, and some of these dudes are doing strange things.
Whatever. I think it'd be more funny to watch like that person in real life with their stupid headset on, just trying to like play VR
I
chat.
told you, if you're willing to stream it, I'd watch it.
Well, I've just said we'll try it. I don't even know if it works because like VR games are like, it's really like only works 40% of the time when you want to stream it. From my experience, at least, I've gotten like 2 games to work. whatever.
What's it called? Dead and Buried? Yeah.
Yeah, that one I think super hot, and every other game I've tried has just not worked. Like it'll crash whenever OBS is like on at the same time. So we'll see.
And now, video game related. Are you guys excited for upcoming Dauntless release for open beta for everyone?
I mean, is it gonna get wiped
Kraken.
again?
I believe they're doing a closed beta right now, like a small test for the mega patch, which is what they already released, but they're gonna add even more when they release it to open beta.
No,
I
no,
believe that's
no.
gonna be the final wipe, and then everything else is permanently on your account
Okay, so
until death.
so everything I do in open beta doesn't matter, just like what had happened in closed beta and alpha and all
Whatever
the other
happens at
ones.
closed beta is gonna get wiped one more time. Afterwards, in open beta, everything you do then you get to keep.
Okay, I was gonna say like I mean, granted, it's not like it's not a fun game, like it's cool, but I just don't want to do all that work again and then have it get wiped and then just me redo
Apparently,
everything.
they're doing it where if you do get up to like the higher tiers this time around, you do get like really cool cosmetics and stuff. But I don't think it's worth it yet.
I don't know. Yeah, well, that's cool. I mean, I'll play Dauntless when I can keep my characters. Until then, probably don't.
Is it gonna be like you're gonna get the beta stuff for like how Snab has the all the old Smite skins that he's never gonna play with?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh man, talking about stuff like that. Snav, are you ready for The Forest in VR?
I said I'd play the Forest in VR. I will never play the Forest again in like its same old slow paced state that it's in.
But
I
you
know,
can do VR,
I know,
putting
but
trees
like
together.
you guys want me to play Forest so badly, but it's the same shit as always. It's just like slower paced, and I
Aren't
can
all
build
survival
stone walls
games
now.
like that?
No, the Forest is like mentally draining. Like I can do it. You can do it once or twice, but like it's such a slow paced thing. I
But
can't
why not
fucking
do it in
handle it.
VR?
I'll
In
do it in
VR,
VR. I
it's-
said I'll do it in VR. I'll play it in VR for like an hour or two until we get sick of
Can
it
you-
and stop.
Can you imagine though, like being in a cave in VR?
Well, yeah, that's why I said I'll do it because it's probably gonna be like terrifying. but-
Horrifying.
yeah.
I'll be like, yo, Snav, you go on ahead without me. I gotta go do something.
whatever.
there we go. Axel
Yeah.
spewing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll play. Like I said, I'll play VR. I don't care to play it, and again for like the fifth time, just as it is. I don't care if there's been updates where I can make stone buildings instead of log buildings, because that's the only thing you told me was new about it. When you guys were getting all upset that I didn't want to play it again. Anyway, yeah, that's about that, because I don't think anybody else here plays the forest, so really relevant conversation.
Next, system face reveal.
I think System has. I don't think System's face has ever been a secret, has it? He just doesn't.
No, it's not been a secret, but
Just doesn't care to do
I
it.
usually don't take pictures of myself. The most recent picture of myself that has been taken was when I was in college, so
Would
it
you
was
care
like
to share?
it was like 4 years ago. What?
I said, would you care to share it?
To you guys, fine.
You get-
I'm not putting it. I'm not putting it to the stream. But yeah, I haven't taken a picture of myself in at least 4 years, maybe 5 years.
I'd say early. I mean, not maybe a picture of yourself, but you.
I've been on video,
Yeah.
never recorded video, just on like Tiny Chat.
Yeah. Whatever. Not everybody's a face.
Raven's calling you out.
Oh.
She says that's a lie.
First off,
What?
that's Nikki. I guess it
you.
is true. I have taken Snapchats and sent them to Nikki, but
Does that
doesn't
really count? Yeah, they'd get
because
destroyed.
if we're all being honest, Nikki, we should have all deleted those pictures and not screenshotted them.
Yeah, Nikki. Let me get a face. Maybe one day we'll have a face cam podcast. I don't think we have a really good way to
I
do
don't
that
want a
right.
Facecam podcast.
Yeah, it's just like see, but like some people don't want to do it. So for now, we're just dealing with this. Maybe one day we'll talk. We'll consider it. But like for now, it's just we can barely get pictures up to fucking. So, we had a show time of 7 Eastern Standard Time, and we didn't start until almost an hour and a half later.
Dave.
And that was just not even Dave. Like I guess it ruins the illusion, but like we were all ready for Dave because we were like, "Hey, Char, can you get a hold of Dave?" And Dave's like, "Yeah," or Char's like, "Yeah, I'll just make some stupid Mexican call at the window and call him." And we're just like, "Okay, cool, you can get a hold of him, right?" And he's like, "Yes." And then he goes and gets food and disappears and comes back, and we're like, "Did you get a hold of Dave?" And he's like, "No, I never messaged him." So we're like, "Well, fuck, Dave's not on this podcast because Char's an idiot."
I messaged him. He hasn't even replied now. It's like
Well, it's
an
too
hour
late
later.
now. We're 45 minutes into the fucking show. Why would we?
Well,
Why
I
would he
mean,
come
if I
on
sent
now?
the message earlier, he still wouldn't have replied anyway because he hasn't even replied to the one I sent him a few moments ago.
Okay, whatever.
There,
We-
boom.
I don't think
Got him,
anybody
law and
is.
order.
No, you can't save yourself from this. Like you had like almost an hour before we started this that you didn't message him. I'm not saying that was gonna get him here, and I know he's still not here and he hasn't responded. But regardless,
Hey,
Oh,
do you
apparently
think,
he's at the vet.
do you
apparently
think
Dave's at the vet.
Jurassic World Evolution is worth it?
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about Jurassic World itself?
As a
It wasn't bad.
as like
That's
so as a child, I like obsessed over the Jurassic Park movies. I watched all of them so many times. And I think just because of that, I like Jurassic World. I guess some people don't like it, but whatever. I'm not particularly ever like negative or super critical about movies. I pretty much like them.
Yeah.
I,
I
I,
mean-
I also just like Chris Pratt, so I mean, I'll
Oh
see
my
it just
God.
because he's in it.
He's the best.
I
Yeah.
think
Sure.
I'm getting the same thing a lot of people are getting when they grow up. Things just aren't interesting anymore. Like I'm the same way. I watched Jurassic Park when I was a kid, but like Jurassic World really, really turned me off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the new
it
movie
was.
coming on?
What do you
coming out?
When is it
there's just
coming out?
there's just
Yeah,
a new
there's
Jurassic
a
World movie.
second one.
There's a second Jurassic World coming out.
Hmm.
Isn't it Jurassic Park I don't know,
No, it's
Jurassic
Jurassic
the
World.
Lost Kingdom or something.
I think the Lost Kingdom was the second Jurassic Park, wasn't it? I'll see what it is.
What's-
Jurassic
Fallen
World.
Kingdom. There we go.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was right. It's not Jurassic. Well, it's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
And I get it, how some people might think that the CG. I mean, the CG in Jurassic World was still pretty good. Like, you can't, you can't go and
Oh
just.
yeah, no, I'm not
And
talking about
yeah,
the
it's not gonna be.
CG.
It's not gonna be
If I saw that shit
quite
coming
as
out my
good.
window,
It's not gonna be quite as good as the realistic models that they used and walked around with and shit. But like, it's still good. Like
If you're
visually,
not
it's still very.
comparing it to anything, it was
you-
good. I
yeah.
enjoyed it.
And the only reason
yeah.
people are critical at all of it is because they did practical in the first movie. And I don't know about the other movies, but like,
No, I don't
From-
really care about the CG stuff. It just overall, it was just in my opinion, a bad movie.
it's kind of like the same. I mean, honestly, it's not that much different than the other ones. Like, kids wander off, kids get lost, kids have to survive from dinosaurs. The adults are trying to survive from dinosaurs. They meet up, they get away from the
adults
dinosaurs.
die.
It's like the same one in every movie.
Well, except for this one has sick motorcycle best bros raptors.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like being it like. I mean, it's not quite like he's just like, oh, here's my friend Raptor. We were cool. We met, in college, and we're great friends. No, it was like, I guess.
Is that how you?
I thought it was supposed to be
friends?
like an experiment to see if like he can control them by like actually like training them throughout their entire lives, and it's
Yeah,
the
but
same.
that was dumb.
I mean, it's the same kind of thing with dogs, like domesticated. I guess domesticated raptors doesn't seem like a thing that would happen, but I mean, dinosaurs in the modern day don't happen either. So
Would you
I
own
don't-
a raptor though? Like, if you could?
that
If I
depends.
could, would I
Are they-
own a raptor?
Are they
No.
like thousands of years of domestication like dogs are? Maybe I'd consider it then because it would be
Sure,
normal.
Yeah,
But
are raptors man's best friend?
yeah, I mean, maybe at that
If so,
point,
yeah.
sure.
I mean, yes, but they still have the ability to, like dogs, to sometimes go off the leash and attack people.
Just rip your face off?
No,
Okay, then no,
I was
because-
the well, he's saying
A raptor will just eat your whole body.
yeah. I don't know.
So you wouldn't even want one, even if, unless they were like 100%, you would not get killed.
No,
Yes!
you gotta be a goddamn psycho. You gotta be a fucking crazy person to want a raptor in your house, even if it's your fucking man's best friend. That's insane.
I don't know. I mean, I let like a wolf dog sleep in the same bed as me, and there's like I fully aware if he wanted to go insane and just like grab me by the neck when I'm in sleep, I probably would die. But like still, a
That's the thing,
raptor.
though.
There's like
You feel like you have a slight chance of fighting off a dog, where I feel like I have zero chance of fighting off a raptor.
that's true. I was gonna say like a raptor is also much bigger. It could definitely overpower you. With like little to no effort. How would you exercise that thing? That thing would you like have to like keeping that thing from like going insane would be like impossible.
I imagine that
Get,
just
like, a
running
little
around the
treadmill
city.
for it.
Like I take my dog on like 2 or 3 mile runs and he still like comes home and it just wants to run more and I'm like I can't do it, dude. Imagine a fucking velociraptor and like man, I'm gonna take it
You'd
to
be
the
jacked, though.
gotta take it to the raptor park so it can run around for like 6 hours.
I mean, to be fair, if you take it for a run, you'd get like really great calves.
Yeah, but you'd have to. Whatever. We're
Yeah,
not talking.
you
We're,
can't
we're,
argue
it's,
with that.
I don't. No, I don't think I'd want. I don't think I'd want a pet raptor. I'm okay. Maybe it's cool for Chris Pratt, but it seems like
What
too
about
much
one of
work
those,
now
like-
that I'm thinking about it.
You ever see the old? I don't know which Jurassic movie it was, but it's like a little girl at the beach and with her family, and then she like finds these tiny
It's the
little.
It's the third
They're
one.
like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Those
Yeah.
tiny little raptors.
Hold-
What about one of those?
I think they're called saltipusses, but I don't know that for a fact. Where they just
Saltipus.
jump on her and just eat her.
Yeah. What
I would have one of those, not a whole gang of them.
Obviously, I'm not saying like, hey, system, get 25 of them, but I'm saying like, if you could have one,
I'll have a saltopus.
I'll find out what it's called. Assault.
saltopus.
Is that accurate? Is that the accurate?
I don't know. Probably not.
No, it's called the Compsognathus.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe it. Dinosaurs have stupid names.
it's short for Compy. If you also want to find it, apparently, Ark Survival Evolved also has them.
Oh my god. I
Ark's
hate that
compies
goddamn
are
game.
adorable.
But the Compsognathus, whatever it's called, is apparently the full name for the actual thing.
Yeah.
Is that a picture of Nicolas Cage getting attacked by them? No, it's something else. Never mind.
No one can see it, so don't bring it up. But like, yeah, I'd have a tiny little compy. That'd be cool.
Yeah. That's another thing I just thought of. Can you imagine trying to have to like feed a fucking raptor? That would be so much money.
Oh
It's
my
even more
God.
reason not to have one. Like that thing eats
But
so
also, it
much.
would have to be like live
Stop.
food. I don't
Doesn't
think
have to
they
be
eat.
live food, but like it'd have to be a lot of food.
Yeah, a lot of meat. But
Well, I don't know. Would
Sal
they
brings
eat
up an
any meat?
interesting question. Snap, would you have to neuter the raptor?
I don't know. They don't fucking exist anymore. They're not a thing. I can't tell you if I'd neuter. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you on that one. I'm sorry.
I think my vet would not know how to do that.
I mean, they would study for
Well,
it.
I think
That
this is
was a
the
normal pet.
hypothetical. I think this is the hypothetical situation where velociraptors are like dogs, and they've been like thousands of years of domestication, and you know they live with humans.
But it would be like, do people usually get their snakes neutered or spayed? Like,
Yeah,
how
but to
does
be
that
fair,
happen?
you're not leaving the captor in a giant cage and just all day.
Do you get your fucking like your pet iguana neutered? I mean, I'll just
No.
if whatever the common answer for that is, I'll just say I'll do
But I
that.
feel like if you're letting your raptor go outside, I mean, it could definitely,
Get on with the neighbor's raptor. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm assuming other people have raptors, and my raptor's not just running around terrorizing everyone.
Yeah, dude. And then you
Is
got
it like
you
a
got more
cat? Is it like a
raptors.
cat? Like you just let it out and you just like wait for it to come back? Like it'll come back one day.
Hopefully, I don't see it on
Brain
the
sandwich.
news attacking people.
It's just like cats too. It's just like, oh damn it! It brought a dead cow in the house.
Where'd you get that human arm from?
One more of the story. Yeah, I'll watch Jurassic World or the new Jurassic World.
Well, because isn't evolution a video game?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
it
an
is?
actual video game. It's like City Skylines, except you make Jurassic Park, like you actually construct it and everything.
Is it closer to City Skylines, or is it like Roller Coaster Simulator? Roller
no,
Coaster
no, no.
Tycoon, where you just
It's
go
like City
Jurassic Park Tycoon?
Skylines. It's like City Skylines, but they added a twist to it. Apparently, if you do call like your park services, like the rangers, to sedate animals and stuff, you can control in first person the rangers and sedate the animals yourself in first person shooter.
Cool.
It's pretty interesting. Like they combined a first person shooter and like a
I
the system.
I've
like,
like always wanted a good RTS game like that where you could take over a character and like actually go down and fight and things.
Yeah, you could like physically choose.
They
character.
exist. Like Executive Assault is one, and we played that, but it's just such a bad game.
You know what I like about the game
Brutal
though?
Legend is almost like that.
It lives up with the
Yeah.
standards of if you buy cheap, you're gonna have to buy again. If you like apparently spend less money on fences for like a carnivore, they can break out and just start eating the civilians around.
Why
and
would
then
you spend
gotta
less
pay
money
for
on
that.
fences for a carnivore?
Because you're trying to make
It's a
money.
Dude,
you're
system.
trying to make
You're
money,
You're trying to make the cash money system. You gotta make the money. I know. I've actually not
Yeah,
heard of this
system,
game.
come
I thought we were talking about the new movie. Yeah.
Comes
No.
out
I
June
also-
12th.
I'll
It
play
comes
it.
out when?
June 12th.
Ooh,
That's
not so
that's like a week before the movie comes out.
Question.
That's during E E3.
Question. Is
Yes.
it name brand game therefore $60 or is it gonna
Yes.
be reasonably priced?
I don't know. I would tell you, but I
on the
can't
website
fully
right
tell
now.
you.
It 1000% will be $60.
You can pre-purchase it on Steam right now for $55.
see, it's not 60. There you go.
Oh my
And the
god, you
deluxe
got me.
edition is $60, guys. Calm down.
What
Yeah,
makes
and
it
you
deluxe?
get
What $5 made it deluxe?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't understand these
you
things.
get
In-game soundtrack.
Oh,
Jeez. No, you get apparently 5 extra dinosaurs from dig sites at the game at launch. So you just basically get 5 cooler dinosaurs that nobody else gets.
Yeah, those $5 dinosaurs are so good. Pay to win.
Technically, you can't pay to win because there's nobody you're fighting in this. Like, I don't
I
think there's
mean,
like a.
but
You
if
don't
we're
just like battle
trying to make a
right.
race to make the best park char, I have 5 cooler dinosaurs than you for my 5 extra dollars.
yeah,
That's like a
you get to
personal
upload
thing.
your Let's Play faster because you got those 5 dinosaurs.
Oh man, that means Snap's gonna be releasing that Let's Play earlier. All right,
Oh man, that means Snav has to record a let's play.
that's true, Sal. All the furniture would be destroyed by those raptor claws. Could you get it declawed though? Because you
No,
technically
that's
can get.
No,
can't be cool.
I think the raptors like legitimately use their like claws and stuff to like balance and stand, don't they?
It's probably like a
Velociraptor,
dog though. If you cut the
yeah.
nails too low, it'll just end up bleeding and not stopping bleeding and it dying.
On a serious
Kraken
side note,
Arcade Podcast,
getting
Episode 2, The Dinosaurs.
sh- getting a cat declawed is actually very harmful to them. So I
Yeah.
say that as someone who has a declawed cat that I didn't declaw, but the previous owners did. It's not good.
Yeah. I don't have cats because I don't like cats and I'm allergic to them. So.
Oh, me too.
That's great.
Oh, me too. When I have cats. I know. I lived with cats my whole life, even though my parents knew I'm allergic to them. It's just like, well, get fucked, kid. Regardless.
Yeah, not a fan of cats.
No. I like
Dogs
dogs.
are just so much better.
Yeah. I like my doges. All right. Well, we actually covered quite a bit of ground here on the topics. Has anybody got a next one? No, you guys
Well,
are
Raven seemed interested about talking about Fallout.
okay.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I mean, I didn't choose this topic. What are we talking about?
I don't know. Like I feel like it says your name next to it.
I didn't write it. I wrote yay.
Oh,
And that's all. I was not the one who initiated this topic though.
why is Fallout New Vegas on every
is the
single
best
list?
RPG. Obsidian is the best developer. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Fallout videos, and I've been thinking about playing a New Vegas playthrough.
Again.
Like I really want, yeah.
Like the
again,
last time
fuck
you disappeared for like 6 months because all you were doing was playing New Vegas.
I'm gonna
It has
do
so much replay.
It does have so much
Like,
replay.
There's so many different things you could do. It's wonderful.
I'm gonna play as a Legion assassin and kill every NCR soldier.
Every single one.
Every single one. I will
Every
scour the game
single
until
one.
it is completely devoid of NCR.
And then you'll go on the wiki and you'll find the ones you forgot about and you'll go kill them.
It's gonna be like an Assassin's Creed game where you look up where all the fucking feathers are because you can't be bothered to find them yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you get anything for that? An achievement?
I get the personal satisfaction of knowing that I've killed all of one kind of person. It's like a genocide.
Get the satisfaction of completing a genocide. Yeah.
Other than that, Raven, you think they're gonna reveal a new Fallout game at E3?
I don't think so. I mean,
They typically,
like-
it seems like they alternate normally.
yeah, I feel like if anything, they'd release another Elder Scrolls thing, which I don't care about. But
Which is
Well,
yay!
that's not gonna happen though, and you know it's not gonna happen because they just released Skyrim again.
Yeah,
And
for
so they're
VR.
not going to release another Elder Scrolls to compete with Skyrim. Skyrim is just they're gonna you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna have Skyrim 2, which is gonna be the same goddamn engine. It's gonna have the same HD graphics, and it's gonna just be like an expansion of just like 17 quests.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you know how I think
Well-
I'd be. I think I don't know if it would make it probably make me happy and upset if it like if all this build like because it came out in 2011 and here we are in 2018, still no new Elder Scrolls game. But if they like came out with like a DLC or something, I don't know if that would make me happy or just really angry.
It's
Like
a
I
DLC, but only for the HD version, not any of the
only
other
only
versions.
for the VR, only for Skyrim VR.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend money on Skyrim anymore. I bought the original game, I bought the DLCs, and I don't want to buy it anymore. I want to buy a new Elder Scrolls game. Give me something.
Well, like I said,
Skyrim
they're
is I've still not
probably
played it.
I
they're
want it to
probably going
be
to talk about Rage too.
I want it to be like Oblivion where I can buy a fucking castle and I can feel cool and have my like, subjects that make shit for me.
Is there
Have you ever
anything
played-
happening at E3 that you actually know about, Raven?
Uh, the only thing I've heard about is Rage 2. That's it.
Let's see.
Other than that, I don't know, but I'm still excited. They
Showing-
Bethesda said that they're going to have probably um their longest announcement that they've had in years. So honestly, I would be excited for another Fallout game, but Fallout 4 was kind of a disappointment, so I wouldn't want them to make something so
Kind of.
quickly. after.
Bethesda this is on the 10th of June from 6:30 to 9:30, so they have a 3-hour long press conference. But then again,
If-
EA also has a
Nice.
3-hour long press conference, and what are they going to talk about?
Ugh.
Fucking Madden,
Sims 5.
FIFA, another Sims game?
Yeah, Sims 5. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm cool. It's whatever. You can keep playing Sims games. They just get like
And then $60 for the pets expansion.
yes,
You know what they're gonna
see
do?
that you can have pets.
They're gonna release Skyrim in the new Fallout engine that they
Actually-
just had.
Actually, it looks like everyone has a 3-hour long press conference that I see. Like literally every company that is doing a press conference has a 3-hour long time slot.
Oh, well.
And I don't know how up to date this list is, but it's so far it's EA, Microsoft, Bethesda, Square Enix, Ubisoft, Sony, and Nintendo. That's what I got.
What do you think Ubisoft is going to be talking?
Another
Garbage like
Assassin's
usual.
Creed game or something.
The Division 2. Are you guys excited?
No, I didn't
Oh
play
my
the Division
God.
1 because I heard it died really fast.
They
Yeah, no
announced
one
that the
played
Division 2
Division,
would be.
so
Hey,
why is there a
a
second
bunch of
game
people
coming out?
played Division. You shoot him out.
No, I know a bunch of
Division
people
2
played
is coming
Division.
out.
It was this really like hyped up, going to be a big thing. I waited a few like 2 weeks to see
I
what would
had
happen,
fun.
and it
was
died.
great.
It died immediately. It didn't even
I
last a
liked-
month.
Hey, listen. I liked it. There were people I played with. It was a good game for me.
I'm not saying it was a bad
Oh.
game. I'm just saying it's a lot like Destiny 2, where
Oh,
everyone was
God,
like,
no.
"Oh, Destiny 2 is so great," and everybody got it and they played it and they're just like, "We did everything in like a week or two, and it was over."
What I forgot about until just now that I want to hear about at E3 is Borderlands 3. I'm excited about.
Never got into
Nobody
I
Borderlands.
cares.
don't know. Borderlands
I
2
recognize it as a good game.
Alright.
I just never played it.
It
It's
just got
fun.
it just got too much into the meta. I know I'm a meme game, and I was not interested in it because it was too self aware with how witty and funny it was that I was super turned off.
Kat says The Division was the game where Char shows you where he took Chloe on Date Simulator. No response to that, Char?
He's not wrong.
He's
not
not
wrong.
wrong. Not wrong. Yeah, well, other people are agreeing with him, so I don't think he is.
What do you mean other people are agreeing with him?
Axel agreed with him.
Axel just said lol.
And then
Wait,
he said,
Axel
"That's
never
so
even
true,
played
Kat."
with us. Get out of here. Axel's just here to cause trouble. He's like that heckler that like at the back of a comedy show trying to get attention. That's Axel.
Yeah, whatever.
He's a goddamn heckler. That's what he is. Heckling
Okay.
his way.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything so far about E3 that looks exciting. There's always something from like a developer that isn't the main group here.
Oh, you know what I know is not going to be at E3?
Hmm.
A new Mega Man game. No, I'm serious. Capcom has not released a good or fun Mega Man game in like 10 years.
Okay.
And I know I'm just on a soapbox at this point. I'm just sick of Capcom not selling Mega Man to fucking Nintendo and just not doing anything with them. It annoys me so bad. I've been such a big fan of Mega Man.
Same thing could be
My
said
entire-
about like Star Fox.
Same.
Same.
I wish Nintendo
They
would
tried.
sell
They tried,
Somebody.
and then we went around whacking dinosaurs with sticks, and then it was just like, what is even going on? So, I was just kind of looking through games that have been released so far this year and upcoming ones, and I was like on March, and I saw something that stopped me. Uh, of all Assassin's Creed games to remaster, why would they remaster Assassin's Creed Rogue? They did that in March, apparently. I didn't know they did that, but apparently that was something they did. Like, why not like Black Flag?
When did Assassin's Creed Rogue come out?
I don't know, but it was after Black Flag. And it was the same thing, but like in like upper like northern American colonies in like the Revolutionary period.
To be honest, are you gonna play it?
No, it came out March 20th. Like you can
Like,
play it. Like I
no,
didn't think it
but
was I
why
didn't think it was
would
bad,
you?
but it
Who
was like
cares
new.
about Assassin's Creed anymore? How is it still selling so much that they put out another Assassin's Creed biannually?
I don't know.
It
I'm just
just
trying to.
blows my mind. Everyone knows that Assassin's Creed is bad, but there's one every time you close your eye.
I know. It's just like Call of Duty. There's one every year now, and but because they know people will buy it.
Like, I'm almost certain it was this month, and I don't do this often because I don't play Xbox.
Mhm.
But it was this month I got Assassin's Creed Unity for free. Didn't that just come out like a couple years ago? Like a year ago, maybe?
I think so. I don't know.
Got
It
it for
was.
free because no one wants Assassin's Creed games anymore.
I don't know. I like they were really cool when they first came out. Like I really enjoyed the game.
Yeah,
And I'm
Assassin's
sure.
Creed 2 is
It's just-
probably one of my favorite games.
But I
I
mean, just
think
like
3 was my last played games that I liked. Everything else is ugh.
2 was the best. 3 was pretty good. Black Flag was the second best.
I only like Unity because you got to play with friends. That was about it. Everything else is kind of.
I remember when they first
weird to
tried
me.
doing Assassin's Creed multiplayer, and it was just the walk around town and try to kill each other thing.
Yeah. Oh, that was awful.
Yeah.
It's just the same person, and not even being like conspicuous. They were just literally running around stabbing everyone they could. Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to like decide the best games that are going to come out each month for the rest of the year so far. I mean, May easily going to be Dark Souls remastered. I mean, I don't think any of us have.
How
What's that?
about that new World
Yeah.
of Warcraft expansion?
It comes out in August, which I'll probably be moving during that time, so I won't be able to play it when it comes out, which will be a little upset. But I'm the only one that affects, so it doesn't matter.
What? Get out of here! I was looking forward to it.
Oh, I was looking forward to it, says Char, who plays
I played it
WoW
at
like
PAX.
twice a year.
It was nice. I liked it.
I'm sure it is
It's
nice.
one of the better contents I played of WoW.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
glad
You
you
already know
enjoyed
what's
it.
gonna happen. They're gonna up the level cap another 5 goddamn levels, and then
10.
they're gonna have
10.
Oh, shit, excuse me.
1/10
they're
is
gonna-
the
And then they're going to have like maybe 3 big bosses, and then like a total of like 17 extra.
Yeah, we
areas.
know how it goes. I'm not like
So
saying
why
it.
do it? That being said,
Because-
why do any game in that regard?
Well, you see, system. Here we are in 2018. 14. No. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, 14 years after I started playing the game. Do I really stop now? Is now the time to stop? Like almost 15 years after a game came out, and I've been playing it ever since. Do I stop now?
yes.
No.
If you think about it, there will be a day where you will stop playing that game.
Yeah,
forever.
when the servers go off.
Wait, I'm curious. What if Ray is like it's either World of Warcraft or me?
Obviously, I'm gonna pick Ray. I'm a fucking human, but she's never gonna put me in that situation. I didn't pick a trash wife.
Yes, you did.
Like, I wouldn't.
Oh, jeez.
Why would I have married somebody who's going to give me ultimatums? Just like, it's the dog or me. Like, no, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have gotten this far.
First off, it would have been the dog.
Yeah, if she legitimately just went insane and said something like that, I'd be like, well, obviously the dog because you've gone insane. I'm sure she's gonna like come in here and say like, wow, or some shit and like fucking.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
taking the dogs. Never mind. Not Snavs. She's taking the dogs.
No, in the case where it was her or the dogs, like the dogs would have to leave.
Yeah. No, I would take the dogs. And
It's not an option if she takes the dogs at that point. It doesn't make any sense.
well, like I explained, Ray, if if it's down to the point where you've gone like insane enough to give me an ultimatum, like something like that, it's why? How have we gotten this far? But whatever. Also, Sigmar would be really depressed without me in his life, and you know that. So, do you really think you could take him away from me? Let's just put that out there before we get too far.
Speaking
Apparently,
of,
there's a Banner Saga game coming out. I know people like those. I never played them, but yeah. Oh, okay.
Nope.
No one here. Cool.
Nope. No, I don't think anyone here has played Banner Saga.
I know a lot of people liked it when it came out. I don't know. Oh wow. They don't even have to like announce them anymore, but there's gonna be another Black Ops game.
Gross.
Is it going
Red
to
Dead
be Black Ops
2.
or, like modern war?
I
17.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like Black Ops 4 is going to be overshadowed by Red Dead 2, which also comes out that month.
Ooh, fuck yeah! I'm excited about Red Dead 2.
I like
Red Dead
Rockstar games.
Redemption is definitely
Yeah.
one of my favorite games.
Rockstar
I've said that
games
about,
like
6 games today, but
Yeah.
like
Rockstar
no,
games
seriously.
actually like they feel like they put work into to make them decent. Now, granted, like I complain about GTA Online a lot, but still, it's
And I mean a lot.
yeah, a lot. But but it's still like a very well made game. There's a lot of other games that are confirmed for this year, but like don't have actually release dates.
We Happy Few is coming out in this summer.
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
The only reason I know of that is
Wow.
because I watched a Jim Sterling video. Well, 2 Jim Sterling videos. One where he was all about it, and then one where he had stopped being all about it.
I
I don't
will.
know how it's gonna be, but it looks really fun.
It's a survival horror. Is it survival horror, or is it just like a survival game?
I would
Oh, that's
call
the
it a-
game. That's the game where everybody. It's like the brainwashed dystopian future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has like survival elements to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's what
but
I mean.
I have. I remember seeing that like a few years ago or whatever, but I don't. I didn't remember a ton about it.
I don't know.
I don't remember
was
the. I don't
thinking-
remember the idea behind it or like any of the features about it. But sure, if it's like a multiplayer game, I'd play it probably. There's a Steam copy. There we go. I can actually like read it while we talk.
It's not multiplayer though, but it just
Okay.
looked fun. I was just.
Don't get me
gonna
wrong,
put it-
I really enjoy single player games that are well made. Like playing like Skyrim for the first time was super cool. Like I always like playing Dragon Age games, but like it doesn't have to be multiplayer. But like I feel like a survival type game, like or whatever like that is just better with more people.
Yeah, I don't like if a game has survival elements to it, but it's single player. I just usually won't play it.
Like that's like playing
I-
Minecraft single player in 2018.
Yeah.
I
There's
hate how
something about
every-
survival that is just not fun to do by yourself, in my opinion. At least.
I hate how every game is now doing the battle royale thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's trends. 2 years ago, everyone was a survival game,
Yeah.
and then like there was the first person shooter off of the early 2000s.
That was like late.
Like
That
it's
was
just a
most of the
gaming
2000s.
trend. Once
They
it
kept
dies, it'll be fine.
Soul Calibur 6.
What? That sounds like
don't know what that
another Soul
is.
Calibur.
I'm just reading interesting things off of the list.
Oh man, I wanted to ask you guys, have any of you guys ever done jury duty?
I was
No.
called for jury duty once, but then I had to move, and I didn't have to do it anymore.
I have thankfully not been called yet.
I just got that form that like gives you questionnaire so they can like call you at a future date,
Yeah.
and I'm like, please don't call me. I
But
heard
like,
there's
why
like
would you
cool
not want to
traps.
do that? They give you money to be there.
Yeah, but it's also a
What?
day wasted that you sit there and you
What are you
just
doing with your day normally? Going to work? I'd rather go to jury duty and do fucking nothing for money than like if they call you for jury duty, I'm pretty sure they pay you for the whole day whether they need you or not.
I think there's a lot of like laws or not laws in most states, but a lot of states just automatically exempt active duty military from doing jury duty. So no, I haven't had to.
It's true though. They do only give you money if they choose to use you at all.
I didn't even know they paid you.
Yeah, you get paid for jury duty.
You
Jury
get
duty.
paid less than you wouldn't go into work though.
I don't think so.
It says like maybe $40 to $60 a day. I don't know how
Where are
long you're
you
sitting
seeing
there
that?
for.
Federal
was-
jurors are paid $50 a day. Jurors can receive $60 a day after serving 45 days on a grand jury.
Well, I think
This
that's
is from
for federal
uscourts.gov.
courts, not like state courts. I think
I don't know.
I think state courts have a different. I mean, it depends on what state you're in, but I'm almost certain they have a different pay rate at state court. Like a county civil court, you're probably going to get paid different than if you were on the like Supreme Court.
Well,
Not like you're ever going to be on the Supreme Court.
I guess
'Cause
we'll
that's not
find
the same
out
thing,
when
yeah.
we're called for jury
The
duty.
National Center for State Court says, well, it's different per state, really.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's all different per state. But no, it's not enough. Like for fucking, let's find like an actually like reasonably sized state, not like Kansas or something. New York has the most, but because most of you live in like half of this conversation lives in New York, so. It says must pay at least $40 per day for the first 3 days. After 3 days, the court must pay $40 per day. That's for the employer has to pay $40 a day.
Yeah.
And then
Like the state doesn't have to pay you anything. Your employer still has to pay you.
after 3 days, the court will pay you $40 a day.
But like at the same time, you're not doing 8-hour days, 10-hour days. Most
Right.
of the time, at least.
Well, I got screwed because my county in particular is $10 per day.
Hey man,
Wow, that sucks.
you got enough to buy lunch.
I guess.
What?
I
What
think
was
they
that?
also pay for your lunch. I don't know if they still do that anymore or not. My dad told me they do. My dad told me.
My dad. Hey, Dad. So, I don't know what just happened there. Oh, okay. I couldn't see, but somebody followed the stream. I heard the noise and I was like, what the fuck? I was like looking around trying to see what happened, but I couldn't see. Anyway, yeah. Have fun with jury duty, peasants. With your $10 a day, they give you enough for lunch.
So, Char, are
Yeah.
you getting a new phone?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Thinking about the Google Pixel 2.
what draws you to the Google Pixel 2, Char.
It's not an iPhone.
Okay, what's wrong with iPhones?
I don't like it.
I also don't like iPhones. I agree there.
I feel
There's
like
a-
the batteries are really
A
bad.
lot of phones that aren't iPhones, though. Although James has a Google Pixel 1, like the first one, and it is really awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
I've heard the Pixel's pretty good. I think it was the first one that they were saying like the displays burnt out a lot, but I guess I don't know about the second one. Now, but surprisingly, Not that I'm going to get. I'm gonna wait until I go to Europe to get a new phone because I have to anyway. But the
You
Razer
might not
phone.
have to.
No, the like change my get like a new service and all that. I might as well get a new phone when I do that. So I'm not gonna like get one now, obvious. But apparently the from like I know some people at work who have them, but the Razer phone is actually pretty nice. That's just from
What
what I
phone
heard.
do you guys have?
A
I have an
LG G5.
Ugh, what a piece of trash.
Are those like flip phones? Or
No,
No,
no.
it's a regular,
No, it's a normal smartphone.
uh,
It's not like a cheap.
touchscreen phone.
It's not a. No, it's not the cheap ones. It's like it's a nice phone. It's just
Yeah, it's a piece of trash though. I hate that phone.
okay. Okay.
Jesus.
It
The
works fine. It works
no,
fine.
no, I've got a reason though. Most LG phones are bad in my opinion because it's got a button on the back for your power button.
Uh huh. And
And
no other
then
buttons.
the G5 specifically has a button on the bottom where you can take the entire bottom of the phone off.
Well, I have a case on, so I've never done that. But yeah, no,
No, I'm
it's
not saying
you
you
probably
accidentally do
like
it.
saw commercials for it a few years ago when it came out. It's the one that you can like
No, I
slide
worked
the
at a phone
bottom
store,
out.
dude.
You can slide the bottom out and then swap the battery and then throw a new one in. Which I've never used, but it's convenient, I guess, for people who
Well,
want
because they were supposed to have
care.
a bunch of add-ons for it where you could add like a new camera grip and whatever to it, but they didn't make any of those.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I don't care. It's been a good phone for the last few years I've had it. I forgot you worked at a phone store, so you're probably pretty like on it with that. Yeah, no,
Well,
I was
what-
thinking. I was thinking Razer phone. All my Razer stuff I've ever owned has always been really good.
Like Razer from
Like Razer,
the
like keyboard
mouse
and
company?
mice stuff. Yeah, they make a phone now. I have a few friends who own it or own them, and they're pretty cool.
Is it more expensive than it's worth?
Compared to other phones, I think it's about mid range. But let me see what a Google Pixel is, and I'll tell you. It's definitely cheaper than iPhones.
What phone do you have, system?
I have an HTC A1 or A9. Um, it's like the HTC one, but it's a little bit newer. It's not the newest phone. Um, I like it. I've had HTC phones for a while, and so I just got used to how it looks and how I can use it.
No, I don't have an
I don't
iPhone.
necessarily need anything best.
I've had iPhones though. That's why I feel like I can talk about iPhones.
I've
I've
also
had
had an iPhone before.
every new phone I get is a different one than the last one. Like I won't go iPhone to iPhone or Android. I don't usually go like Android to Android. I even had a fucking Windows phone once just to fucking try it. Like granted, shit phone, terrible. Like don't ever get one. But um
Oh man, do you guys remember the old days when Sidekick was the fad where the flip phones
Yeah,
except
flip
they
the
did it
keyboard down.
sideways?
yeah.
I had one in neon green. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I never had one of those slide phones. I always had a flip phone.
I had like a
Oh,
Razor up
shit
until yeah, I had a Razor up until like yeah, iPhone came out and then we got an iPhone. I had an iPhone and then yeah, I don't remember my entire like phone life history, but think yeah, probably the Razor phone next if I had to choose. It's about the same price as the Google Pixel. All these people are following the stream. I
That's
wish
nice.
I wish I could see who you are, but I can't. Like for some reason the overlay's not working. But yeah.
We should probably be wrapping it up now.
Yeah, it's about
Anyway,
time to start wrapping it up. I guess we're running dry on conversation for the night anyway, so it's a
Hey guys, I have a Samsung Galaxy S7. Thanks
Oh,
for asking.
damn it! Oh, sorry. You kept asking everybody. I thought you were like
we forgot to include Raven in this.
It's okay.
Hi,
Well, I guess
Raven. How
to,
do you like your Galaxy S7, Raven?
It's be chill.
It's pretty good.
It's be good.
I guess to kind of like I guess go into that. The stream was sponsored by T-Mobile.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think. Can you legally say that we were sponsored by anything?
As long as we say that we're actually not, though.
But we're
The
actually
stream was
not.
That's
Though.
not
true.
sponsored by $5 Shave Club.
The stream was not sponsored by anyone ever.
Stream is sponsored by System Octave, keeping
Um,
it true blue back in Navy SEALs. Yeah, I don't know whatever system does.
Anyway.
That exactly. All right. That
Yeah.
was a fun
Okay. We're
podcast.
fucking. Yeah, that was cool. We're done here. Unless anyone has anything final say. Yeah, I don't think we can say we're sponsored. We're not sponsored by anyone other than ourselves. Thank you for Kraken Arcade for sponsoring the Kraken Arcade podcast.
Is it really a sponsor if you sponsor yourself?
Yes, apparently you can do that
Oh, interesting.
because yeah, whatever. Anyway, we're done for the day. Thank you everybody for tuning
Wait.
in.
What?
What?
We
What?
didn't get our SNAF story of the segment. We always get a SNAF story.
There's
Where
no
you tell
snap
us
story.
something
There's
funny
no
that
snap
happened.
story.
Always. This is the second episode.
You can't say always. There's never been anything else to compare to.
It's
Yes,
the first
you're right.
episode.
Every excluding this podcast, 100% of our podcasts have had one story of my life. You're correct. But we're breaking that trend up now. We're going down to 50% now. So sorry, everyone.
Yeah, maybe next time
Damn.
we'll have a 66% or a 33%. Find out next time.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Probably, we'll be back again next Friday. I don't think we have a time, but it's roughly around 8, it seems like. So, till then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.